are going to be on page 16. So 16 at the bottom. Okay, so if you look at this, what's the only piece of information that I gave you? The graph. So here is the graph. That's it. What's my unit rate looking at the graph? 4. Yes, very good. So given this, where did you look? On the graph, but where exactly for the unit rate?
On the 1 unit.
You look for the 1 on the X. Whatever the Y is, that's your unit rate. So 4, and then right there, my unit rate is 4. Okay? So you look for the 1, wherever the dot is, that would be your unit rate. It's that easy sometimes. Okay, what's my equation?
Y equals 4x.
Good. What goes next to the 0? 2, 3.
40.
Good.
63.
We're ignoring. Okay, are we okay? Yeah? Then we'll carry a story, but we're just moving on quickly. All right. Bottom one. I tricked you. What is my unit rate?
1.40.
0.70.
No, I tricked you. It is 140.
Yeah.
Look again.
Oh. I see.
You see it?
Yeah, the dot is not on the 70.
So you look for 1, right? Where is the dot?
140.
140. So I did not go by the unit rate, and that's how they'll trick you. Remember, you didn't create this chart, this graph, so they're gonna trick you and not go up by the unit rate. If you're in charge, you go up by the unit rate. It's the easiest thing to do. Like on your homework, if someone else is doing it, they might be mean to you. I was, see, because I care. See, that's the quote of the day.
She doesn't.
1, you go to the dot, and whatever the Y is, 140. So 70 was there to trick you. It was there 100% to trick you. So you go look for the 1 on your X, and then you go to the dot, and then whatever Y is, that's your unit rate. So even though we're going up by 70 cents, that's not the unit rate. So our unit rate is 140. So 140. So what's my equation? Good. So right there, right there, right there. It's all over the place. Okay, what goes next to the 0?
0.
2. No.
2.8. 2.8.
3.
420.
4.
560.
5.
7.
6.
860.
No. 840.
840. Oh.
To get to 8, I would just double the 560. So what's 560 doubled? 1120. So how do we get these numbers? You can look at the graph. I know we went pretty fast. 2, the dot's at 280. 3, the dot's at 420. 4, the dot's at 560. 5, the dot's at 7. And then 6, we just had to keep adding. So you can look at the table, at the graph to fill in your table. Okay? And yes, it was meant to trick you.
Do we have to write like a cost in it?
The what? No, no, because it's a modified. I want to go fast. Like I'm just showing you like the most important part. Could I ask you 1,000 questions like what does 1, 140 mean? Yeah, we could, but we're good. We're good. Okay, page 17. Again, are they going up by the unit rate? No, they're trying to trick you. So you just go slow. When you get these on the test, don't go like, oh, what's this? Okay, that's my unit rate. No, that's if you create it. So here, 175. So 75.75. What's my equation? 0.75x. Okay, let's fill in the table nice and slow. Let's see. 75 cents. 2 is at 150. 3 is at 225. 4 is at 3, right? 3. 5 is 375. 6 is 450. All right, what is 450 doubled? 9. Double. Because this is doubled. I kind of was trying to show some of you the shortcut. 6 times 2 is 12, so 450 times 2 is 9. And I could ask you 1,000 questions about this. Ooh, what if y is 18? Does anybody know what x is? 24. Okay. 17. Oh, that was horrible writing, Miss O'Malley. I know, it's terrible.
Your hair
Okay.
on the white part.
But what's the unit rate?
36 hairs.
What's my equation? We'll go next to the 0. Next to the 2? Good morning. All right, we're good? Easy enough? All right, page 18. Huh? Oh, page 18. Okay, here we go. I'm going to introduce you to something super hard. Let me read the directions, because this is the hard part. Identify the constant of proportionality. Okay, so when you read constant of proportionality, you remember me reacting to it, overreacting, because that's my game. It just means unit rate. Thanks, May. So, you'll read constant of proportionality, and you'll get all like, oh my god, I don't know what to do, I'm going to give up. It just means, what's the unit rate? Okay? So when you read in a question, what is the constant of proportionality? All you're doing is solving for unit rate, and that's it, and you're good. Then they'll confuse you by telling you this. Write your answer as y equals kx. And you're like, what? What is k? She never talked about k. She only talked about x and y. What's up?
Hey, who's K?
K stands for
Kilometers rate.
unit rate.
K stands for unit rate.
Correct.
Can't they at least do like
What does X stand for?
UR?
Stop.
Unit rate.
What about X?
Eddie, not appropriate. X is for your x on your graph. Y is your y on the graph. So those have a reason, x and y.
Oh,
K,
it's like,
constant of proportionality. I'm assuming that they use the other letters for something else. I don't know. Let's just K. It's like, how do we mess up kids? How do we make this harder? Let's pick K. Instead of U, instead of R, instead of P for proportionality. Let's pick a random letter like K. Yes?
so we're basically writing the equation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Let's just put P.
Easy.
But maybe P stands for perimeter in math.
Oh.
Why K?
And R stands for radius.
Like K stands for
and U
kilometers.
stands
then.
for.
KM is kilometers.
Yeah, these. Yeah.
I mean, we could sit here and argue, these mathematicians that are long gone. Anyways, okay, number 1.
I can't wait to
So we're trying to find the unit rate, but look, on the graph, oh no, there is no 1 here, right?
So we just
Exactly. So when you are not given a 1, you have to solve for it. Reminder, what letter goes inside, what letter goes outside? Your options are X and Y. So what goes inside? Y. What goes outside? X. It goes in alphabetical order. If you forget, X, Y, Z. It's okay. I tricked you. I usually ask you for the outside, but I tricked you. All right. So pick any combination. I would pick the smaller numbers. So 6 and 18, right? That's a combo. So 6 goes outside, 18 goes inside. 3. I'm showing you what to do. The math is easy. I'm just showing you what the process is. So you pick a point because you're solving for 1. So my answer is 3. Cool. But how do they want me to write my equation? Write your answer as y equals kx. This is your k, your unit rate. This is your k. So what would be my answer written the way they want me to write it? Okay. Not 6, not 18. You got to solve for the 1. The 1 is missing. So we divide this. Okay, let's do the next one, and then you're on your own.
So you're solving for K.
You're solving for K. 9. So 45, 5. So it's 9. So when there's a 1, my dot would be at the 9. 1, 9. So therefore, it is y equals 9x. You know how in your packet, I always go, what does the point 1 comma blank mean in the context of the problem? So I could have written k, but it's really a y. It's really y. But when x is 1, then that's your unit rate when it's y. Might be too confusing. Anyways.
Oh no, it makes sense.
Yeah, of course.
It makes a lot of sense.
Of course, that's why I said it.
Yeah.
Of course.
You're sarcastic here.
No, I'm not. Why would I? Not part of my game. All right, let's finish up page 18. I want the equations. Ready, set, go.
Are we
Where's it go? Where's it go?
gonna go to page 19?
No.
Oh, so are we gonna go to the sushi?
Sure.
Okay. Can we start right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
But try to show your work.
I know that you understand it, but try to show it. You should also try to show your work. We get that you understand it.
They love to ask you for the equations, kids. Always love to ask you for the equations.